Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Real Sports Scope on this 20th day of August. Got a great show with you all for tonight. Got a panel here. I've got, remember my neighbor Roy came in last year, I want to say, with his cousin Ed. He came in and we talked about the Steelers and we talked about the Ravens game and whatnot. Great guest there. Roy now is also returned. And let's see. Roy has returned, and of course, Trell, his friend Trell, he's a Nashvilleian now, Titans fan. So we're going to talk a little bit about, get a little bit of Trell's background and talk a little bit about the Titans, but also we're going to talk about the Steelers and the AFC North, everybody. So stand by, folks. We'll take our first and only break. I'll bring the guys up, and we will hit the ground running here on the Real Sports Scope. Hello, Sports Scope followers. The program has seen tremendous growth since going 5 days a week. I just wanted to thank everybody for your cash contributions and sharing the program with friends and families. Just a reminder, if you want to contribute to the program, go to the Cash App, the cash sign, and Sports Scope. There are other ways to contribute to the program listed at the bottom of the screen. If you want to advertise on the program, go to Sports, that is Sports with an S, another S, Scope, SKOPE, at gmail.com, just like it's listed at the bottom of the screen. Thank you and enjoy the program. All right, folks, let me bring up Trell and let me bring up Roy, and I want to give you guys a round of woo! Crowd loves you. Crowd loves you. Welcome back, Roy. And
hey, so what's going on, Robert?
What's up, Trell? You go by Trell Mix.
Yeah. You know, I had a little
oh man, that's funny, dude. I love that, brother.
Yeah,
I love that. Trail Mix.
Yeah.
Maybe I got to go up and get some more snacks here in a little bit. Man, that's original right there, man. I'm gonna have to add another sound effect here in a minute. But anyways, glad to have you. Since Terrell's new to the program, let me get a little bit more about your background. We were talking earlier off the air, and you mentioned something about you're not originally from Nashville. Let me get a little bit of your background, man. Where were you born at originally?
Yeah, I'm from Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Clarksdale, Mississippi. Okay. Okay. And when did you move here to Nashville?
2004.
2004. Okay. All right. So you said, now you're telling me now you're a Titans fan. When you live in Clarksdale, how old were you when you lived in Clarksdale at that time?
I lived there all the way up to about 12 years old. Yeah.
Okay. Did you watch football before that? Did you have a team?
Of course. I was 49ers all day.
Okay. Okay. So who did you follow with the 49ers? Why did you want to be a Niners fan?
It was Trell.
T.O.
Terrell,
And you know how he's going to show out. You're going to get a show as well as a good game.
He's a baller, man. He was a baller.
Yes, sir.
Love Terrell Owens. So you move up here at 12. What got you into the Titans? Because we're talking off air. A lot of guys I grew up with were Cowboy fans. I'm 44. When they were in the early 90s, a good friend of mine I used to work with, big Cowboy fan in the 90s when they won those 2 Super Bowls here. I've actually had one of those players on that team that won those Super Bowls with Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones. By the way, it's a great documentary. I've been wanting to see it, but I haven't ordered my Netflix back with Jerry Jones on it. But that's a different story. I know you probably know about it, Trail Mix. But he's still a Cowboy fan. So what made you want to transfer over to be a Cowboy or to be a Titans fan, man?
I would say the fact that I could go see a game
Yeah.
Like I jumped on that right away, because I was always watching it as a kid. And I was like, man, that atmosphere looks crazy. So when I moved to Nashville, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
we got a team. And then
Nice.
McNair at the time was doing his thing.
It was.
His thing. So I was like, okay. So I go to a game. I get to experience that. And I love with him.
Yeah, and he ended up winning the MVP during that time period too. Split it with Peyton Manning. I can understand that. Full disclosure, I was a big Cowboy fan in the '90s because that's the only thing we could get on TV here. That's the only thing we get on TV. Right. The Cowboys in Nashville, Roy, always on TV, man. The Kentucky Wildcats, Cowboys football, Braves baseball. That's all we got on TV.
The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders too.
Man, right? Really good looking cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's
that could throw another topic in about those Minnesota cheerleaders, but we don't got enough time for that.
We'll say that.
So Terrell, Cowboy fan or your Titans fan? Let's fast forward up till now. What are your thoughts about rookie sensation so far? Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick, man. What's your thoughts so far? Got a big game coming up Friday. See what he's going to do in the last preseason game.
See, I'm hoping in this upcoming game they can take the lid off of him.
Okay.
Because I want to see him have more deep threats, more, gutsy passes, because there's going to come time in the season where you're going to have to try to make that pass, and I don't want to see us play it safe in the preseason. But overall, he's looking pretty good. He looked poised. He got good pocket presence. I give him that.
Yeah.
And he has a threat, Ridley.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Ridley.
I want to see you take the top off.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't think too much about that dust-up he had the other day with Jeffrey Simmons in practice?
Nah.
Media made too much of that, no?
Yeah, you need that in football.
Okay.
Test each other's now. I want to see how you react under emotional pressure.
Okay.
You want to see how you react when you're mad, when it's not going your way. So I'm glad, that Simmons pushing that button.
Yeah, I get a sense that they're coming together too, and I can sense some unity. I'm watching their clips online. I'm right there with you. Now, Trayvon Burks, he was cut. He's supposed to have been in the best shape of his life after he broke his collarbone after the first day of practice, during the first day of practice.
Wow. What's
Do you
going on
think
with that?
Terrell? Yeah, he broke his collarbone. Supposed to have been in the best shape of his career. He was drafted a few years ago. I want to say in 22 or 23, 22. I want to say because of it was involved in that A.J. Brown trade by John Robertson. Do you think that Tennessee was a little too soon to release him, considering he was in the great shape that he's been at since being a Titan?
Definitely. I mean, when you look at what he's been able to produce when he's on the field, and that in the seam routes that he runs, it's not like it's a lot of outside routes, or it's a lot of those straight up the seam, through the linebacker, across the middle. I think he was worth it. I think he was worth the wait, man, because injuries happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I was right there with you, man. I think that they're eager to get rid of the old John Robertson era players and put new players in, but it seems like they're a little short on skill position players, a depth. You mentioned Calvin Ridley. I don't know how much. I mean, Lockett's, what's he, 33?
You expect C+ from him at best.
Right, because of his age. He's getting a little bit older there.
How old is he?
Good question.
But Burks, it's a big guy. That I'm right there with you on that one. How do you see this season playing out, Trell, for this Titans team?
If we can upgrade our offensive line to give them more time, because if you look at our numbers from last year, they're not bad.
Yeah,
like not the record, but the numbers.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they can give Cam Ward more time, we can make more plays. Because we got Pollard back there, he can give you about 3 to 4 yards of carry. We really only need him to move the chains when we're 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, or if we're going forward. So I don't expect him to have to do too much. Calvin really got over 1,000 yard receiving last year. Pollard still rushed for over 1,000 yards last year. Yeah. So I feel like we can make the playoffs. That would be a win for us. I'm not expecting a Super Bowl or anything like that, but I do expect us to make the playoffs.
Do you have a number of games you think this year? You think so, Roy?
They got a good team. The Titans, they got heavy players. They got some weight on them. When you play against the Titans, you know you've been in the football game. It's just that they got to complete their mission. I think the Titans just need to complete the mission, not give up energy in the later quarters, because it seemed like they just dropped the ball in the later quarters, like the early part of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Right on the money. Right on the money.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Late in the game, we give it up.
Yeah, well, Lou Levis, he thrown the ball over a lot, and there's some special teams issues last year. They got a new special teams coach. I'm a little worried about their depth, personally. Agreed. But other than that, hey, we've got former Steeler, by the way, Roy. Titans signed Dan Moore, the left tackle there. It's a lot of money. So
yeah.
And they got one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. So you can make an argument they can make the playoffs this year due to the fact that they were second in the league, fewest yards allowed on defense, only behind the Philadelphia Eagles. So those are some good stats. Plus, I read today, Trell, that L'Jarius Sneed is coming back from injury. He's back working out. The cornerback that they traded for, the third-round pick with the Kansas City Chiefs, very big pickup there. Let's see how that plays out,
Wow.
So we just can't throw 21 interceptions like we did last year.
Right. Yes.
So we can stop you all day, but if we gifted it over to you.
That Bears game still makes me. Well, they got Cam Ward now. That'll turn out to be a huge blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Another question for Terrell, and I gotta go hit Roy up. We know you. I ain't forgot you, Roy. I got plenty.
Oh no, I'm learning. I'm learning
here.
I got
plenty, brother.
Yes.
What does Brian Callahan as a coach have to do to prove he's this guy for the job, Trell?
Definitely playoffs got to be on the checklist.
Okay.
Late game wins.
Okay.
Great game management.
Okay.
Knowing when we need to go for the fourth down and knowing when we need to punt. I think seeing how he worked out that defense, like a lot of times we get comfortable and then we go into a prevent. I'm hoping that he can show that grittiness in the plays he calls late in the quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking to see out of him. Is really I don't want to see good when it's good. I want to see good when it gets bad.
Okay. Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. We'll see what happens. That being said, Mike McCarthy's still out there, former Dallas Cowboy coach. Just keep his number on speed dial.
Agreed.
Just in case things fall off.
Hey,
he's got a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's a former Cowboys Packers coach who's been multiple playoff appearances and a Super Bowl win. Food for thought, Tennessee folks. For all of you not familiar with the Titans nationally, this team is about to have they're building a new dome. They're going to have this done in 2027, and they're looking to get a Super Bowl here. The city is spending a lot of money, and Amy Adams Strunk is footing part of that bill. They need people's rear ends and seats. They got to start winning some games. So, hey, if they're 3-13 this year, And like a guy, my friend Damien, I need to bring him on the program sometime at work.
Yeah,
he says, we can't have any more games, Trell, like that Detroit game last year where they got beat like 52-17.
Yeah.
Oh,
agreed.
Yeah, that's
We
nobody
put that
wants
money
that.
into that stadium. We cannot have that happen.
Man.
I mean, because you're slowly losing long-term fans here. We want a ring. Everybody done had their day. When will we have ours? That's it.
Titans need their day. I was hoping they would have got it.
Definitely.
That January day back in early 2000 against the Rams, but it didn't happen. Let's see. Okay, Roy, the last time I talked to you online, now a few times I've called neighbor Roy. You know, Jimmy Kimmel, he has cousin Sal. You know, he used to do the little picks and stuff. The guy on Fox Sports, he'd say, what is cousin Sal? The neighbor Roy here, who's I've known for about 8-9 years. I'm talking to him in the parking lot. Technically no longer my neighbor to the audience. He helped me get moved in this place. Did a great job. Really appreciate that. Helped me on one of the hottest days in Nashville history. Little background. But I haven't talked to you online here on the program. What are your thoughts about Aaron Rodgers, the new Pittsburgh Steeler there coming up this season?
Oh, man. I look at it in a positive way, no matter what. He's a good asset for something. And I think if we protect him, he get in the rhythm of getting off a few passes and some connects. That can start a rhythm. But we just got to protect him, give him a little time, a little extra time because he's a little older. But he is under understanding of the timing of holding that ball and getting rid of it. Just gotta, hit them targets.
Yeah. Now they're putting a lot of faith in this guy named Broderick Jones, a left tackle. He was a former first-round pick, played right last year, moved over to left. Titans signed Dan Moore to a $50 million guarantee, took their left tackle, but they're putting a lot of faith in this second-year left tackle to protect him. You mentioned that. What do you think about this, Roy? Is there any concerns? You got a lot of players that are of age with Roy. These guys are practically between mine and your age. In football years, guys. Rodgers is 41. You've got guys like they picked up Darius Slay from the Philadelphia Eagles. He in a free agency. He's 34 years old. They traded Micah Fitzpatrick, your safety there, to the Miami Dolphins here for Jalen Ramsey. He'll be 31 in October. Cameron Hayward, by the way, used to be a frequent watcher of Sports Scope back when it was on Periscope. His verified account watched this show, but he's 36 years old. That's your defensive tackle. And T.J. Watt, y'all just gave a massive contract to. He'll be 31 in October as well. Are those ages a little bit of concerning for you, man?
Yeah, but old school is the best school. That's the way I see it. So they got a lot of experience. They can get to a spot earlier than a younger person without the speed because of the mental state of the game. As long as they stay healthy, don't do too much, keep a solid rhythm, don't go too fast and burn out.
Yeah,
we should be able to let the younger team run, and we should pull some chemistry off and get some scores in. As long as we get those first downs in, we'll be okay. Just protect Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
just protect him, and we're gonna
have to.
Yeah. He's got some miles on him, man.
I'm a little nervous about it, but they believed in him with the choices they made. They gave him a chance to go out with a bang. Hopefully he can.
Yeah.
We can't count him out because he is Aaron Rodgers.
They got Joey Porter Jr. back there. That's a pretty good secondary for the Steelers there. There is Slay, Ramsey, Joey Porter Jr. Now, he's a young guy. He's somebody that you can really feed off of. Does this Pittsburgh's team make the playoffs? What do you expect from the Steelers this year, Roy?
I saw some good chemistry in the preseason games. I was a little disappointed in the last game because they should have won that.
Okay.
So we got to step that up if you come so far to tie it up, and the defense always being a steel curtain. We just need the offense to complete the passes and make sure we get those first downs. Those are very big because we big on kicking. We win games off of field goals a lot.
Yeah.
But we still got to get them down past that 50-yard line, and we should be good.
Yeah.
That's all we have to do.
You got that beard. You kind of look like Mike Tomlin tonight. I was just now looking at you.
Yeah, that's who I am for Halloween all the time.
Man, you and Omar Epps.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Robert, you know, I never asked you.
Yeah.
And maybe I did, and maybe I forgot.
It's okay.
What is your team? Who is your team?
Well, I mean, I'm out of Nashville. I like the Titans, but whatever my takes are is what I'm married to on the program, baby. I tell you what, I think the Steelers are going to be a tough team to play early in the season. I know they played the Jets later this year, but I am a little worried about that age. I think injury may catch up with them. I talked to a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers I got an Uber on the side. And a lot of them tell me the same thing. They won't feast or famine. In other words, they either want to win 11, 12 games, Super Bowl, or lose out early and just get a new quarterback, start over, and even move off Tomlin. Some guys want to move off Tomlin. They think he's a little long in the tooth. There's rumors that he may move off after this contract. What do you think about those Steeler fans?
Well, Tomlin, to me, I like his beliefs when he try things. Sometimes he needs to just go with the 1, 2, 3s.
Okay.
Play straight football. Don't try to prove the point that we are the tough team. Just play basic sometimes. Get them extra 5 yards we need to get a major first down in a lot of those plays. A lot of the ages that you mentioned, that bothers me because I'm 55 myself. I feel young, but sometimes when I get up, I be like, oh.
I feel
a lot of this. Yeah. A lot of this banging up and running that field on the turf, the grass. It's not the same, but we can play medium strong with the defense. But the offense got to pull off some faster passes, faster running game, some blocks. As I said again, just use your all to protect Aaron Rodgers or whoever quarterback we're going to have back there.
Let me throw something in there.
Yeah, I want to get your opinion on what's your thoughts, Trell.
Now, if you got Ramsey guarding the top wide receiver one on every team, because they said that's what their goal is, that's going to put a lot of pressure on. Like Robert said, that's a long season.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those old balls.
Yeah. I mean, you got Metcalf, but you know.
A lot of things you gotta pull people off the bench too. Get them a chance.
You gotta give them a chance. What guys? I'll let you answer that. I like DK Metcalf, but I don't know about this Austin guy. I like Firemove too. They may be in the trade market about a wide receiver. What do you think about weapons wise? Trell or
Trell. I gotta go to Trell on that one.
I would say Woods, Robert Woods.
Yeah,
I think he's in the perfect position to be able to be more than what we expect. They're gonna load up on Metcalf. A lot of times you're gonna take the DB pressing him, squeezing him on the sideline. The safety gonna ride over the top. It's gonna open up for him. Now, whether or not they give Rodgers enough time to make that pass, because he's gonna run that check down. He's gonna run that check down. Now, that's going to make a difference on what he can produce, but I think Woods is the diamond in the rough.
Okay.
I said that about Bateman for the Ravens last year.
Yeah, I love Rashad. Yeah, he's really started to come around. Yeah, then we'll get to the Ravens here in just a little bit. Do you think, Terrell, that maybe what if a Brian Robertson comes available? There's rumors that he may be released from the Washington Commanders. Do you think that they would be interested, guys, in adding another power back like that since they lost one of their running backs in free agency this past season?
Most definitely. Come on now. The Steelers are built off of running the ball.
Yeah.
Like Lisa Steelers we knew back in the day. They're going to ground and pound, So I think if they had an opportunity, they're going to go for it. I don't put that past.
I think it's all or nothing this year for the Steelers. It feels like
that's what I was saying. He
take
them chances. I like him to take the chances, but know when to take the chances and know when to go back to basic ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Yeah. And then, no 4 foot. Don't go for the 3 and 4th down. Don't go for 3. Just go ahead.
Hey, look, Eric, their situation is different.
Yeah.
The Steelers is we're tired of making it to the playoffs and exiting the playoffs type of situation.
Yeah. I think the Steelers are probably a 9 to 10 win team. I think they'll start fast. They'll probably finish slow and teeter out because of their age. Could they catch a break like the Peyton Manning Denver Broncos did in 2015 and win the whole Super Bowl? Possibly. Or could they just age catch, father time catch them all and ate up with the injury? I would err on the side. Probably the injuries will probably catch them. But for your sake, Roy, I hope that it's good for the league if the Steelers are playing well. They got one of the best fan bases in the National Football League. Now,
we do.
Yeah. So, Roy, you're saying playoffs. You think they're going to win the North?
Well, we always get up there. It's just the long-lasting energy, like you said, the age and stuff like that. We always do enough to get there. So we just gotta, once we get there, you gotta monitor our energies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Make plays happen. If we can just complete more plays than usual, that will help Father Time get off our backs. Because if you try so much and don't do it, then that's a waste of time. You have to complete passes, get the running game going, wear them out like Trell said, run them down, and just keep pushing.
Yeah.
We got the defense. We got that steel curtain. That never leaves. We just need that offense to combine what the defense doing and do their job, and we'll be okay.
They spent the money on that defense. Okay. The Cleveland Browns, talking the AFC North, folks. Shedeur Sanders has been a big story here. Let me see. How am I going to put this? I'll ask you, Trell, first. Do you think Shedeur will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns at any point this season?
Yes, I do. I do. And then the reason is we're gonna go back down that age road again. I know we hitting that.
Yeah. Hey,
but it's the thing. It's the thing.
Yeah.
Now, let's say what? Joe Flacco won 5 of those 6 games he started last year. It was it was
the year before last they got to the playoffs. Yeah, I think he got injured last year.
So you can't beat veterans. Like we know what you can do. So we know he's gonna start off good. Now let's say about game 6, we're looking at.
There's more pressure applied by then, right? They done saw the tapes.
Oh, the teams are even in stride. Defenses are clicking. Chemistry is real. You build that by the middle of the season. So let's say he goes down, whatever issue we're not gonna say, but we bring in Kenny Pickett because I know they're gonna do that.
Okay.
We got to just based on how they're doing reps in practice, everything with screens, they're going to give Kenny Pickett a chance. He's going to come out there.
Yeah.
He's going to be 50-50. What I call a lot of quarterbacks that's not top 10 quarterbacks, 50-50 quarterbacks. So
50-50.
he's gonna, but it's not gonna be good enough for the fans because they have him there. See, having him there, long as you don't let him fail on his own, they're gonna want it. And being that they don't have nothing to like weigh on, it's not like they're a winning team. It's not like they're used to winning. So what do they have to root for is to pull him up? I don't see him playing a lot of games, but I do see him coming in by game 9 and finishing from there. If he don't do well, it gives the team a chance to say, "Hey, this is why we were developing him," And because I don't. Let's be honest. If Pickett was going to do what he was going to do, he would have already done it.
Well, he's had some injuries, but I don't think Pickett's going to. Shador's played really well in that first game that he played. Got nicked up, got an oblique injury. He might be able to play this week. That's what I'm hearing and reading. Roy, do you have any comment on Shador playing at any point this Deion's son for the Browns this year?
Well, at some point they're going to have to release him. Regardless of what's going on, you can't just sit on the money. Just put him on out there, and don't shut him down. I think they'll give him a shot.
Okay, so a lot of the audience, there's the reason why Shador fell to the 5th round was distractions. Seems to be like an distracted player. This is some of the criticisms. Deion was saying he didn't want him playing for certain teams. Before that, he was saying he didn't want to play in cold weather. He's really throwing like shots at teams.
Yeah.
And so it kind of, and also, with Deion, with the flashiness and going and calling out other coaches and stuff. I'm saying all this to sum this part up. Dillon Gabriel. He took a shot. What some people think he took a shot. Now, Dillon Gabriel, for the audience and Roy, he was picked in the 3rd round. Okay, Shador fell all the way to the 5th. When some were saying, especially a lot of ESPN personalities, that he could be a 1st-round talent. Okay, fell all the way to the 5th because of these things. All right, and the distractions, the way he tanks some of the team interviews in the draft process is the reason why, okay? Let's go back to the actual, a lot of people were injured. He's the 4th on the depth chart. Plays great in his first preseason game. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I thought he read defense as well. He's got reactionary time. Very impressed. But after the game, his brother is in the locker room, guys. And I'm going to play this. He confronts, Trell probably knows about this, a radio guy in Cleveland about criticizing him too much. Let's see. I'll play this. And it was playful, but it's like you're a 5th round pick. Do you really want to do this? Let me see if I can.
Okay, here are the.
Not that one.
Tony, I be hoping you be. Hold on. Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You always say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever say. I do something positive every day. What I'm saying, come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony?
So he says that to this radio personality in the locker room. His brother films it, okay? So that triggers this controversy in air quotes. I'm trying to get you guys and the audience up to par on this.
Yeah.
That this Dillon Gabriel play, because he had this oblique strain. This Dillon Gabriel, the 3rd round pick, plays decent, but he has a couple of turnovers himself. On Saturday, then this reporter asked, I want to get you guys' opinion. Did he take a subtle shot at Shador, which makes Gabriel look immature and bad too? Kind of pumps up the competition a little bit for entertainment purposes. I want to get your opinion. I've got mine. I'm going to play this other clip, see what you guys think.
Noise, and you don't let it infiltrate yourself. Will you share that with everybody at home?
Yeah, I think it's just part of it. You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors, and I totally understand that. And my job is to compete, and that's what I'm focused on doing. Of course, we're doing this mid-game, but you know, it's something that I'll get used to, and just want to be the best team that I can and create an environment where we can all go do our best work. That's all we want to do. You know, all you in this room are entertainers, and you have a job to do, and I respect it, right? And I'm a competitor, so I have a job to do as well. And I think, you know, just understanding that, that's how I've lived by, and I've said that multiple times. So definitely not a new quote, but something that I've definitely said before.
You were referring to media as the entertainers?
Yeah, I just said that, yeah.
Okay, so let me play it one more time at the beginning, Roy. Listen to it one more time, see what you guys think. Was it a shot at the media, like what he says, or was it a shot at Shedeur?
Noise, and you don't let it infiltrate yourself. Will you share that with everybody at home?
Yeah, I think it's just part of it. You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors, and I totally understand that. And my job is to compete, and that's what I'm focused on doing. Of course, we're doing this mid-game, but you know, it's something that I'll get used to, and just want to be the best team that I can and create an environment where we can all go do our best work. That's all we want to do. You know.
Okay. Was that a shot at the media, Roy, like he's trying to backpedal and say? Or was that a shot at Shedeur Sanders, who's often criticized for trying to be too much of a social media?
Because, you know, it's like whatever the case may be in any situation, you say competitors, competition, you have to get out there and prove your mark, you know. Just a lot of this talk and proving to media, proving to whoever else. When it's your time, get out there, do your point. It's about the action, not about what you say, about what you do. So just show and prove. That's what I say. Just show and prove. And he's in
competition with Shedeur. Did you think that was a shot at Shedeur?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so because of what he said. You know.
Trell Mix, what do you think?
Competitors and entertainment.
Right.
Man. As the young folks would say, that's cap. That's cap. Look, let's be real here. Like where he come from? Do anybody remember? I think it was Oregon.
Oregon, yeah. He's bounced around, but he played Oregon last year.
Yeah, and you remember the talk was with the Oregon team. It was like, you know, it kind of like that mindset with him saying that comes from them.
The year before when Dan Lanning said we don't want to be Instagram stars or something like that.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. That's where that narrative comes from. So all he did was regurgitate it right there on camera. And you know the PR team is going to say, hey, that's going to cause, you got to reel that back in. Because let's be real, y'all are the entertainment. What it says, National Football League entertainment, you know, it's like y'all are the entertainers.
So, some of the media is protecting Gabriel. I call him coward. Now, I got respect for the guy. He's trying to say, no, that's not a shot at the media. Did you guys see that grin on this guy's face? He knew he was going in uncharted territory. When he said that, I saw it in real time, went back, recorded it because I had it recorded and played it. It was a shot at Shedeur Sanders. It pumps up this competition even more. Plus, when you had a pick six in that game and you had a fumble. Yep. Shedeur didn't have a turnover in that game. There's no way I would have said that if I'm Dylan Gabriel.
Man.
Yeah, and it was a fumble off of, I think it was a handoff.
Yeah.
Come on.
But it's still a fumble. I mean, it's on him.
It's on him.
Yeah. I'm with you guys. I thought that was a bad look for Gabriel. If I'm Deion, I'm talking to Shedeur and say, hey, man, let's not approach reporters. Deion's had a history of that himself. He throws a bucket of water on a guy. If I can find it, I'll play it for you. This is Deion back in 1992.
When Caitlin Clark retired.
Not that one.
Deion Sanders apparently upset with Tim McCarver's criticisms of his two-sport day last Sunday. Felt like he would gain a measure of revenge, not with champagne, but by dousing McCarver with 4 tubs of ice water. McCarver was furious. So was CBS Sports. Rick Gentile, their producer, complained to National League President Bill White last night. McCarver wants a meeting with White as soon as he can get one. And after this confrontation, Tim McCarver confronted Sanders.
McCarver's right here. Right now, here you go. I got a real man. You know that? Listen, you are a real man.
So that was for criticizing Deion for playing both. He played the World Series and he played a football game earlier that day. So Shador's kind of got if I'm Deion, I kind of reel him in. Hey, man, you got a great shot here. Probably don't want to have that kind of tension on him when you haven't proved it yet in this league.
Yeah, it was on 2 different levels, you know.
Yeah.
Nowhere near that. You know, you won't get away with it. You know?
Right. And I'll just give you guys some context of the guys there. Let's move on to the Ravens here. I guess I'll start with actually do a few quick questions on Cincinnati. Can Cincinnati win the Super Bowl? Can they get back to the Super Bowl? They just re-signed T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, but they may end up losing Trey Henderson, their best pass rusher. This is a notoriously cheap owner. I don't know if that was their biggest weakness. They fired their coordinator. What do you guys think? Roy, you look like you want to say something about that Cincinnati team.
They got Burrows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's always surprising, man. He kind of keep me nervous, you know.
As a competitor, don't he?
Yeah, he's a good competitor. You can't rule him out. They can go further than what you expect in any minute. You know, they can turn it around. So if somebody catch him early and shut him down, take some of their little willpower out, but you can't rule them out at all.
Right.
You know, I get nervous about my Steelers playing these teams like Baltimore and the Bengals. It's always a little fluke somewhere. Sometimes it's overpowering plays that I see that I'll be upset with. But I'm just confused with why my Steelers can't figure out the chemistry of them two teams. Like, we got to just get them back to back.
He's just a talented dude. But is the defense good enough there, Roy? They was one of the worst defenses in the league last year. Do you think they're going to be good enough this year to get over the hump and get back in that Super Bowl? Considering they're
what I saw in the preseason, yes. The Steelers.
No, the Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals. Their defense is. I'm not too impressed with it. It's good, but I'm not impressed with that.
Well, Trell, what do you think, man?
Hey, that boy Burrow, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's in the same situation that Lamar Jackson's in. Like, you have to win a bowl. You have to. You're in a situation where you have multiple threats, deep threats. That Chase can light up at any moment.
Yeah,
you know, and come on, we've seen Burrow throw almost 400 yards a game regularly. Like, it's in him. He has some late games interceptions.
Yeah,
he does do that.
Yeah,
but they gotta.
It's more of a game.
They gotta get to the bowl, man. It's no way around it.
I think
that
he's got
team
really
is not
good
going to
shot
stay
to
together.
Yeah,
like them wide receivers, T. Higgins they ain't going to be able to keep them all. You got to win, and their defense is not good enough. But you're hoping your offense can score enough to win the game. That's it. You know.
You don't think Al Golden get a new coordinator? They got Shamir Stewart in the first round, but it looks like they may trade Trey Henderson because they paid all that money to T. Higgins. They can't play Henderson. I just think this old guy is just he's not got the money, and he's too stubborn. It looks like he wanted to sell tickets because these jerseys are going to sell with T. Higgins. These 8-year-olds around the country in the Cincinnati area, they're going to have a Jamar Chase. They're going to have a T. Higgins. They're going to have a Joe Burrow jersey. And it seems like he's more into that, the owner, who's also general manager, Mike Brown, one of the cheapest owners in the league. And it's very unfortunate, you know. I don't think they're going to get there, not unless they work out a last-minute miracle with Henderson and keep him in there. But if they do, I think if they did bring in Henderson, they got a shot. I do think that Burrow's got a really good shot to win MVP this year because he's going to put up big numbers with them too.
He will.
Yeah.
Both of those guys are extended, those receivers. They're going to be great for fantasy. You know?
And they have Chase Brown, great option. He was
Yes.
coming alive as the season built up last year. So I'm interested to see how much they're going to rely on him. You know, so we'll see. But they got to get to the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think, and this is for either one of it, do you think if they don't get there, does Burrow finish his career with the Cincinnati Bengals out of frustration for this organization?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so, man, because stats are good. But what do we rank you off of? We rank you off your rings.
Yeah.
You know, and as a quarterback to be in that top tier, you know, when we start to name off the greats, you gotta have you one. And what they're going to say? Well, he had Chase, he had Higgins, he had, you know, he did this, he did that. But if you don't got no ring, and he's going to consider that. I don't think he's going to stick around and just you know get stats. That don't do him no good.
They're trying to choose him to be the leader, though. It could motivate him because they don't want to let him go. They want him to do it.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll finish his career or want to go elsewhere, Roy, if they don't win in the next year or so?
I think it took a minute for them to. They got a chemistry they building because they do because he can if he putting up all those yards and passing yards. It's still always that chance, and they keep believing, and they want Burrow to be the one. So I think I say 2 more years.
Okay.
I say 2.
Do you think this coach will survive? If they don't make the playoffs this year, do you think they'll fire Zach Taylor, the head coach? Anybody?
No. I don't think
they'll fire him. They probably won't fire him.
Because they don't want to pay. He don't want to pay out that contract.
And
That's a cheap son of a gun, man.
You got to think about Henry Burrow. How many teams don't have a stable quarterback?
Yeah.
How many teams is going to go come calling? You know. So I don't think.
Yeah. I think maybe he could fire Taylor if they don't make the playoffs. But then again, he's so cheap, that owner. He likes to squeeze every nickel.
Because you can't fire the coach all the time. Sometimes you gotta make some moves, move some stuff around, move players around, give other people a bigger assignment. Some people got to step up. Because it's right there. Even though I want my team to do it, but I see what the Bengals are working with. They are really deadly to become in the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl. But I see when they play us, our defense prevails, and something happens. They kind of burn out sometimes too.
Yeah,
I see them burn out in later quarters. They kind of burn out probably in the later third or something like that.
They need a better running game themselves, the Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson, I haven't forgot about the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, I was not a big fan at first. He won me over when he got that second MVP. Historically, quarterbacks who win that second MVP do win a Super Bowl. Do you guys think that Lamar Jackson will ever win a Super Bowl? He's not been that great in the playoffs in the big games. What are your thoughts about his chances of winning the Super Bowl as a Raven? Go ahead.
He has a great chance. He got a great chance. I mean, we talking about like a catch different last year when the tight end dropped the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, Mark Andrews. Yeah.
It's like it.
That was rough.
So he does his part. Lamar Jackson does his part then.
Always, man, always. And then you can count on that. See, that defense is one of those defenses where they might not stop you all the time, but they will stop you when they need to stop you.
Yeah.
And that's what makes them dangerous with an offense like they have, because we already know with Derrick Henry and Lamar in the read option, ain't nothing you could do with that.
Right.
You know, that's tough. You know, you got to hit them guys all game. You don't know if he's going to keep it. He's going to pull it. You know, he got Flowers.
They got Derrick Henry still, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight on somebody's hands.
Zay Flowers. They got options, baby. They got some options out there.
So Isaiah Likely, Bateman, you mentioned earlier. To answer that question, Peyton Manning was fidgety in the playoffs early in his career. Their careers kind of mirror each other. Two MVPs, couldn't quite get over the hump. Then Peyton finally breaks through. I think, if not, maybe not this year. It looks like Buffalo looks really good. But maybe within the next 2 years, I still see there's a good chance he's going to break through and win. So you guys, Roy, do you see Lamar Jackson winning the Super Bowl ever?
Yeah, we still got the energy.
I know it's hard to.
But I think sometimes I say blow your cool. They get a little excited, get a little past themselves.
He gets a little tense.
A little tense and overreacting sometimes, and get into forcing the play instead of making it work. I don't know how to put it together, but they need to stay focused in the time, because 2 plays can determine the end of the game.
Yeah, he had a fumble
2
also in that
plays,
game. Yeah,
and sometimes they get a little frustrated and force it because they used to completing it. Then they'll force something they don't usually do.
Yeah.
From what I see,
So you're saying yes or no? Will he ever win a Super Bowl?
It hurt him to say it.
It's definitely possible. Okay. He's Lamar Jackson. So I give him 70% yes.
Okay. That's a pretty good. So you're saying he will win one at some point?
Yeah,
I think he'll win one.
I agree with you guys. History says he will.
He got to get it for Trell.
He said yes.
You say so, Trell?
Yeah. He got to get it before Derrick Henry. He got to get it before Derrick Henry.
Yeah, they may win it this year. I think it's wide open this year. I don't think Kansas City's going to win it this year. I'm telling you, I haven't made my predictions
we watched
yet.
The tapes on them.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
History says they're not going to get back because Super Bowl winners, other than New England, not have got back to the Super Bowl since losing the Super Bowl.
Kelsey is a little up there now too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He should have retired last year, but
he should have went on and went to the next concert.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question, guys, and I guess I'll let you go.
Come on with it.
The Ravens consider firing John Harbaugh if the Ravens come up short this year? Would the ownership consider firing? He's been there for a long time. Maybe things are getting stale under Harbaugh. He can't get them over the hump. Would that ever be a consideration? Do you think they may try that?
I'm going to let Trell go on that one. He's a determined coach, though, but I got to let Trell get the chemistry on that.
I'm going to say, you got to think about this. Like, if you disrupt that connection with the quarterback and the coach when you have been a winning team, it can cost you. Because we can all understand and look at Lamar and tell he's just not the next player or the next quarterback. You could tell that you kind of have to fit him for it to work. You know, and I don't know if he could just pick up a quarterback. I mean, pick up a coach and make it work right away. I mean, I think with Lamar still being there, them still winning, I think he still will have his job, even if they don't,
do it
get
this year.
Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at last season,
They always look good, though.
Yeah, they always look good.
Always.
I mean, let's be real. Just adding Derrick Henry just made it a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Roy? What do you think? John Harbaugh?
I think he'll still stay. Derrick Henry, if they, I say don't run him like the Titans ran him.
Okay.
They didn't last year. They did last year.
No.
They didn't run him like that.
No, they didn't.
They got a flood of running backs though. They'll be all right.
So then come those anxious mistakes. Those little. A friend of mine told me it's a happy mistake. But you know next time, but it cost you a year. So I think they need to just relax, stay concentrated, stay in the chemistry of the things that you practice, stick to the plan, don't get frustrated.
Okay.
And Harbaugh might still be there, as long as he can control the team. Yeah.
I'll say this, guys. Marty Schottenheimer was fired from the San Diego Chargers back in 2006. They went 14-2, and he was fired. It's not out of the question, but the fact that Harbaugh, he says this. I want to say he actually said that Lamar saved his job. They already moved off their offensive coordinator the last 2 years, and they've went farther the last 2 years with the offensive coordinator. I don't know if they would do that. It would be a wild card thing because he has been there a long time. Bill Walsh, former 49er coach, said that I don't like to stay anywhere over 10 years. People start to tune you out. He's been there almost 20 years. Remember, they won the Super Bowl back in 2012, 2013 with Anquan Bolden and Ray Lewis and those guys. So it's not out of the question for a Super Bowl winning coach to get fired. It would be a wild card to do that. But I don't think they will, but I do think people will talk about that if they go out early. I don't think they're going to blame Lamar, not unless he has a bunch of turnovers or whatever. But,
it'd be the same thing.
You still got to know, they just like they watched Kansas City tapes, they watched them too. They watched Lamar pulling out of that pocket fast every time. You got to keep an eye on him. The linebackers they got a big job to watch him. Whoever they play, you got to watch him.
He's tough.
All times. You got to watch him.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't sign Brian Robertson if he gets cut. To add, because, Derrick Henry's long in the tooth. He's also 30 years old. So, it is what it is. You guys got anything to add before we wrap up? I really appreciate you coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Great to be on. So, Robert, what's the upcoming games? If you give me you got any 4 upcoming games that we can talk about real quick? I just want to get a prediction of my wins on those games.
Well, we're still in the preseason. I think Titans are going to be a good game. I think they play Minnesota Friday. That'd be a good game.
I think
Minnesota
got Kirk Cousins, right?
No.
That's over with.
They got J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah,
that's Michigan quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah. Kurtz, then they moved him to Atlanta 2 years ago, and maybe they move him back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Michael Penix.
Yeah. Mr. Wave Cap.
So I got Titans over them.
Okay. Over Minnesota, I think Titans play well to Friday night. Yeah.
I think I got them over them.
Let's just hope they take the lid off.
Yeah. I do. They do need to play him more. I do think so. It's almost playing scared. That was one of my rants, Trell, of too much fear from organizations not playing young quarterbacks enough in the preseason. Get that.
Let them get involved. I say. Let everybody get involved.
Yeah.
Show me why we went with him as the first pick. Show me.
Exactly.
Just don't wait till
he gets hurt. He gets hurt. That's a rough game, So let me give you guys a shout out, man. I really appreciate it. Here, hold on here. Neighbor Roy and Trell Mix.
See you next time, Robert.
By the way, I'll send you guys a copy of this. I'll email you both a copy of the program.
Yes, sir.
Trell,
Yes, sir.
please subscribe to The Real Sports Scope with the K YouTube channel, man. Please,
Will
brother.
do.
Appreciate
Will
that.
do.
And here's a round
Steelers
of
over.
Go ahead,
Go
Roy.
Panthers.
Go Panthers. Okay. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night. Look, check out the email. Thanks again. See you again. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll be back here with the Mad New Yorker. I'll be back here with the Mad New Yorker tomorrow, and we'll be talking about all these various stories, probably a lot of the same ones. Maybe me and myself and Mad New Yorker do a show this weekend. Of course, I have to talk to them about that. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you otherwise, same time, same place, here on The Real Sports.